Israel is trying to, Israel has always talked about this and has tried it on occasion and has always failed. Israel is trying to bring a measure of destabilization into the life of the local population as sort of an encouragement to go out and do Israel's dirty work for it, that is, topple Hamas's regime. I think it's definitely going to affect the observance of Ramadan, but the images I'm seeing from the Gaza Strip indicate great resilience and a willingness to undergo the holy month dutifully and, carry out the instructions and strengthen the community and do everything Muslims do on Ramadan. I think the gap between Israel and the Palestinians grows wider every day. And the fact that this is being done through Ramadan only accentuates not just Israel's brutality, but Israel's inability to look beyond the very, very immediate short term. That's not the game the Palestinians are playing. They've never played that game. Depends on what level you ask. Morally, I think it's a crime against humanity, not just legally, but morally as well. I think it's a sign of Israel's great weakness and great failure, because Israel unleashed a genocidal campaign that lasted about 15 months actively and has failed to get Hamas to do what it wants Hamas to do now. So the more Israel resorts to brute criminal power, the more it reveals its weakness. It is addicted to power. It cannot do anything that is not this sort of hell plan. But the truth is that it can't really apply the hell plan either. Israel is not prepared, it lacks the resources to go back to war, despite the rhetoric, despite the plans to call up 400,000 reserve soldiers to enter Gaza. That's not going to happen. Israel may bomb, but even that is not going to happen. Israel has failed. And what it is doing now is trying to bully and blackmail Gaza and Hamas into caving despite Israel's failure. It's an attempt to disguise that failure. Oh, there definitely should be. Israel's leaders should be arrested and tried before the International Criminal Court. But the UN is the UN. The ills and evils of the UN system. As long as the Security Council has the right of veto for the 5 permanent members, then it's all about politics. There definitely should be, and this is a test for the enforcers of the would-be enforcers of international humanitarian law, and those would-be enforcers are failing. It's not accidental that a lot of countries are now turning towards the global south, turning towards China, turning towards BRICS. The global order that came into being after the Second World War and is based on concepts like international humanitarian law is on its last legs. I don't know if it will manage to survive.